Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Panchakalpatrupasya kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. This is Sanidhi Ramya from Sharjah, UAE. Welcoming all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for the morning session of Srimad Bhagavatam, which will be given by His Grace Arjun Ishwar Prabhu. And before moving on to the session, I would like to read the 10 offenses written by Sri Vyasadeva for the holy names in the book of Padma Puran. Hare Krishna. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in persons to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful acts on the chanting of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as repetitive activities. Karmakanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the holy name of the Lord. Number 10, to not have complete faith on the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vishnu must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success that is Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for the morning session of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before moving on to the session, I would like to know who are all present on the call today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association every day. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. All glories to all your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call, Mataji. And all glories to all your wonderful services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your services to Mataji. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Bo.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anybody else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karuna Devidasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Karuna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for coming on the line and giving us your valuable association. And welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you for all your wonderful services, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. And today's class for Srimad Bhagavatam will be given by His Grace Arjun Ishwar Prabhu. So before moving on to the session, I would like to read the introduction of Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. His Grace Arjun Ishwar Prabhu is currently serving at ISKCON NVCC Pune as a full-time celibate from 2012. He got in connection with ISKCON in 2007, and Prabhuji has worked as a software engineer at Tata CMC and security automation engineer at Reliance Group Support Services. And Prabhuji has been a good teacher and a trainer for youths in the matter of spiritual teachings and practices, respectively. For youths and corporates, he conducts regular courses based on teachings of Bhagavad Gita, namely Discover Yourself, Gita for All, Made Easy, Leadership Sutra, Hard Facts, etc. And Prabhuji had been a spiritual mentor and caregiver to youths of RVC and Pesit College in Bangalore for almost 3 years. In Pune, Prabhuji has been running a corporate center where 15 to 20 corporates would get regular spiritual, managerial, and leadership training and education. And from last 2 years, Prabhuji has been actively involved as a value education teacher for children from age 10 to 15 years. He regularly conducts classes, namely e-Gurukul and Value Supply for school children. Along with his value education team for last 10 years, he has been conducting value education contests at various schools of India. So these are the wonderful services of Prabhuji, and we are very fortunate to have Prabhuji on the call. And I could not see Prabhuji online yet. So if anyone wants to introduce themselves, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Okay, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, all Ishwar Prabhupada. Mataji, thank you so much for organizing all these things. Very nice of you. This is Pitambara Das from Toronto, Canada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pitambar Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and giving us an association. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us an association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. All glories to all your wonderful services, Mataji. Are you unwell, Mataji?
Yeah, not feeling well. I came from India.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Take care.
Welcome back, Mataji. Welcome back, Shamagauri Mataji. We missed
Thank you, Mataji.
Welcome back, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Take care, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, your grace, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving us your association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anybody else would like to introduce themselves? Otherwise, we can chant till Prabhuji joins. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shubha Sadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Prabhuji is joined. Hare Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us a valuable time in association this morning and engaging us to hear and serve the topic of the Lord. And today's session of Srimad Bhagavatam is from Canto 8, Chapter 22 and verse 27. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees who have come early morning for the Srimad Bhagavatam class. So here we have the words today, 8th canto, chapter 22nd, verse number 27. मान स्तंभ निमित्तानां जन्मादीन समन्ततः सर्वश्रेय प्रतीपानां हन्ता मुह्येन न मत्परः. It means, so man means false prestige, stambha because of his impudence, nimittanam which are the causes, janma adinam adinim adinam such as birth in the high family, samantataha taken together, sarva shreya for the supreme benefit of life, prapatti nam pratipanam which are impediments, hanta also, muhyet becomes bewildered, na not, matpara my pure devotee. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although aristocratic birth and others such opulences are impediment to advancement in devotional service because they are causes of false prestige and pride. These opulences never disturb a pure devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. Devotees like Dhruva Maharaj, who was given unlimited material opulence, have the special mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once Kubera wanted to give Dhruva Maharaj a benediction, but although Dhruva Maharaj could have asked him for any amount of material opulence, he instead begged Kubera that he might continue his devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When a devotee is fixed in his devotional service, there is no need for the Lord to deprive him of his material opulences. The Supreme Personality of Godhead never takes away material opulence achieved because of devotional service, although he sometimes takes away opulence achieved by pious activities. He does this to make to make a devotee prideless or put him in a better position in devotional service. If a special devotee is meant for preaching but does not give up his family life or material opulences to take to the service of the Lord, The Lord surely takes away his material opulences and establishes him in devotional service. Thus, the pure devotee becomes fully engaged in propagating Krishna consciousness. So, this is a very, very nice verse. This is the Lord is telling to Brahma. So, this we know the already every verse we are discussing in this chapter. So now Bali Maharaj has been captured by the Lord. Varuna, Lord servants have captured Bali Maharaj, and because Bali Maharaj could not fulfill his promise, even though he gave away all the wealth what he had, but he could not fulfill the promise of 3 steps of land. So the Lord captured him because he was not fulfilling the promise, and Bali Maharaj also feared. He cried tears also. He was well knower of dharma. He was thinking, how can I betray the Lord? I have to fulfill my promise which I have given. And he also remembered, uh, because he was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So he also remembered great acharyas and authorities have given up everything for the service of the Lord. So I should also not keep anything with me. I should also give away everything. So we can see in this episode actually that how Lord, in pretext of taking away the wealth, Lord is making Bali Maharaj to surrender fully. And it is Bali Maharaj's situation is equated with a neophyte devotee. Though we learn that he is a symbolic of Atmanivedanam. He is showing the Atmanivedanam. Yes. But here, the reason given why Lord took away everything from him is that he is a neophyte devotee. He will not be able to do Atma Anusmriti, or he cannot remember the Lord if he has so much opulences with him. That will be obstacle in his life. So Lord, in this pretext that I'm coming on behalf of, it was revealed later that he was coming on behalf of demigods, and he asked for that. Can you please give me 3 steps of land? And Bali Maharaj was also not encouraged. He was discouraged. He was not instructed to give those 3 steps of land because there was revelation of Baman Dev's trick by Sukracharya. He said he's a Vishnu, he will take away everything. Still, the Bali Maharaj, because born in such a family, he had that samskara. He might be working like a demon who took away the property of all demigods. As we know that Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam, one should only enjoy one's own property, what is kept aside by the Lord for him. But Bali Maharaj took away the property of demigods also, and they were now homeless. So sometime it may happen that good cultured people born in a good family got good bad association, and then they exhibit the bad qualities in their life. But we can see the transition here, the transformation in the heart also of Bali Maharaj, because he is born in such a nice family, and the Lord knows that this Bali, because living with such kind of people, he is not able to show his surrender. Then the Lord, to bring out the surrender portion from his heart, he came. In the life of a devotee, there can be some external covering which he might be showing off or dealing with in his life. And there is some internal core thing which he might not be able to connect with it because of the certain situations. Then the Lord tries to Lord tries to bring out that inner core devotion in his life by creating some situation in his life. he will create some situation. Because the ultimate relationship between a devotee and the Lord, or any living entity and the Lord, is to exchange of that prema. So Lord does not worry about external situation of anyone. He may keep everyone, at least also they are getting their bread and butter, even though they are revolting Lord, they are against Lord, antagonistic, everything. But they are getting their bread and butter, everything's well settled for them. They are also having a good hope in this material world. They think that even by not obeying the Lord, they are disobeying, still they're confident about their materialistic advancement. So that where is that confidence coming from? The Lord is giving them that. So many things. So materialistic people have so many things and they are quite proud of it. Yes. So they're quite proud of it. And here the devotee who is trying to make advancement, but still has so many obstacles in his life. So then Lord brings out that inner core in his heart, what is there, or Lord tries to connect this person to somebody where he can bring out those things. Like we can see from the life of Srila Prabhupada, he's Acharya. So till the 1922, Srila Prabhupada was just like a Vaishnava, and he was there. He was when he went to college, Scottish Church College, he gave away the worship of Radha Govind Dev. He also got a deity from his father. So those deities were just packed up aside, kept aside. My college duties are now prominent. They have to be given more priority. So then he kept aside. Sometime he was worshipping, but not regular. He became inspired by Gandhi movement. And then fortunately, what was the core in the heart of Srila Prabhupada was to give this Krishna consciousness to everyone. He was from beginning only a leader in his life. And Krishna knew that what is my devotee doing by being covered by such material environment. And then he made a situation that Prabhupada could meet his Guru Maharaj. But that was the end of all previous surroundings and you can say his desires to get independence, Indian independence. He just gave away everything. That day only, once he met his Guru Maharaj, he understood this is the right thing I have to do, and he is my Guru now. So Krishna brought out that, and Prabhupada mentions his situation here at last in the purport here. If somebody who's a householder and he's just attached to householder, he's not helping Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission, then Lord may take away and then put him in certain situation to surrender everything. This is not only for those, for everyone actually, because that's why our only relationship with the Lord is to exchange our loving relationship with Him. That is only we have to do. And Lord is worried about that only. Oh, He's not doing that. He's not happy. Materialistic people, they're thinking that the more wealth I have, the more enjoyment I have, that will make me happy. So that's why the materialistic people, they don't have anything. They just show off their opulences to others, just to have some happiness from others' appreciation, from others, like the Louis XVI, the France, he was the king of France. He got so much wealth and he used to call the people, okay, come. And he used to show off so much. He used to give them nice drink, nice tables, and he had a big palace, such a gorgeous things. People used to just become amazed by seeing his opulence. Ultimately, people become envious of him, and then they conspired to kill him, and they chopped off the head of his wife. They took him out from the post, also killed him, and his wife was also killed. Actually, all materialistic people are envious of each other. That's why it is also said that jeweled snake, the snake which is having a jewel on the head, it is not less dangerous than another or normal snake, because the jeweled snake is compared like at least having all the opulences, Janma, Ishwar, Shruti, Shri, all these opulences if he's having. So we should not consider that, okay, now he's so much well read, he has gone to Western countries and got a good education, MS, and then he has got a good job, good position. So he must be a very good man. No, 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 no. Because he's a snake, even though he has a jewel on his head, he's a snake only. This is what Chanakya Pandit says that. So Prabhupada gives example of milk is nutritious, but if a snake is touching the milk, then it becomes poisonous. To that extent, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he speaks that this Pratap Rudra king, even though he's a devotee, but because he's a king, he's a Vishayi. So one should not associate with him. And then he also says that like a wooden doll of a woman, the figure of a woman, a sannyasi should not touch, because even though it's a wooden, but one should not touch because it will agitate the sannyasi. So to gain such post positions in the world, one does not become free from the tendency to enjoy. The weakness of heart remains there. The weakness of heart, every living entity in this world, they have weakness of heart of lording it over the material nature. Once the object of senses comes in front, immediately those desires and thoughts come out. Oh, immediately. Before that, he was peaceful. And once the sense object comes, immediately he becomes agitated. And Prabhupada mentions that actually in the Bhagavatam, in the section where this whole process in first canto, second chapter, he mentions how one progresses in bhakti. So Vishwanath Thakur makes a point of 14 stages, and we have 9 stages in bhakti like Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha Bhajan Kriya, Anarth Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. These are 9 stages, and Vishwanath Thakur adds more stages in that. So he says that first of all, by the Sadhu Kripa, one gets to serve the Mahat. By Sadhu Kripa. So he mentioned the Susha Saddhadhana se Vasudeva Katharuchi, Shan Mahat Sevaya Vipra, Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. So he happens to serve the Mahat. And that's why by serving the Mahat, what happens? Katharuchi, Vasudeva Katharuchi. He developed the eagerness to hear Katha with the faith by serving the great soul. So how could he serve the great soul? That is also blessings of some other devotees. They may not be Mahat. They may be ordinary devotee. But to get attraction for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Katharuchi, which is the goal of all the ashrama, we have heard earlier also, that Ata Pumridudha Seshta Varnashram Vibhagasah Sanushritasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshnam. All Varnashramas, ashram, Varna and ashram are made just to satisfy Hari. How the Hari can be satisfied? Then it is also mentioned there that Srama Eva Hi Kevalam. That if somebody is not having Biswakshena Katha, Biswakshen, Krishna, if somebody is not having attachment to hear Krishna Katha while doing his activities in the world, his all activities are nothing but waste of time, or it's simply a burden of labor. He's just doing labor work. He should not be glorified. So Varna Ashrama are made ultimately to satisfy Lord Hari, and that is possible by regularly hearing this Katha of Lord Hari, because bhakti begins from hearing. And then it is mentioned that by that, so this Katha Rati will come by service of some devotees, and later this person surrenders to some Mahat and serves him. That is called Bhagavata Sevaya. Mahat. Mahat also is defined in 5th canto, that Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahur Bimuktes Tamo Dwaram Yositam Sangi Sangam. महानतस्ते समचित्ता प्रशांता विमन्यः सूर्ध साधवो ये. तो महानतस्ते means he is a mahan sadhu, he is a prashant, peaceful, no, not envious of anyone. That is a mahanta. So by service to such great soul, what happens? One starts, the Lord becomes very happy and he starts cleansing his heart. So now the great soul service is called Bhagavad Seva. And then hearing Bhagavatam is also called Bhagavad Seva. Both are Bhagavad Seva. One is person Bhagavat, one is book Bhagavat. So we have opportunity of both. In ISKCON, we have opportunity of both Bhagavad Seva and Bhagavad Seva. Book Bhagavat and person Bhagavat. So by doing that, what happens? Abhadrani, Abhadra. Abhadras. What are the Abhadras? So Abhadras, Madhuri Kadamani says, Abhadras comes from four things. First, by doing sinful activity, one gets Abhadra, means anarthas. Then, second, by doing pious activities. Then, third, by committing offense. Then, fourth, by doing bhakti in an inattentive way. By doing bhakti with some material motivation. So, these creates the Abhadrani in the heart of a practicing sadhaka. And this Abhadrani is cleansed. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. Prayeshu means all these abhadras, anarthas, they are cleansed. Okay. Prayeshu means it is not fully cleansed because it is saying Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavad sevaya. If nityam bhagavad sevaya is happening, Bhagavati uttama shloke bhakti bhavati nashtike. So it will take a person to nishtha level. Nishtha level it will take means the bhakti becomes very strong at that place. The bhakti becomes very strong nishtha level. A person, abhadras, these have been cleansed. But what abhadra is still remaining actually? Some aparadhas. Aparadhas are there. So again, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur also makes many distinction, other things about chanting the holy name. Basically, the Nam Aparadha, which were happening earlier in Anarth Nivarti stage, they become stop. Means they stop, they go away. In Nishtha stage, Nam Aparadha is not there. One is chanting offenseless holy name. He is not committing offenses to holy name. First thing. But still, the Kam and Lobha has not gone away. Then comes the Ruchi and Asakti stage where Tadarajastamo Bhava, Kama Lobhadayasche. Then one becomes free from Kam and Lobha. Kam means desire for opposite sex. And Lobha means desire for wealth, possession. So Kam produces a desire of I am an enjoyer. And greed produces a desire I am a possessor. So both. So I am a possessor, and so first one wants to possess and then he wants to enjoy. Money helps us to get everything in the world. So at this stage of Ruchi and Asakti, this love and Kama and Lobha goes away. And so this is and not only this thing happened, but then the Ruchi comes for Vaishnava Seva, hearing, everything comes. Taste in holy name, taste in serving, everything comes. Like Rupa Goswami Pad says that we are chanting holy name. So why we are not feeling that taste? Because jaundice of avidya. So that's why that taste is not there. But this tastelessness will become taste when this Kam and Lobha, which are produced by passion and ignorance, lower modes, when they will be eradicated by continuous hearing of Bhagavatam. Okay. When we come to the Nishtha, then after that again, not stopping Bhagavatam, continue Bhagavatam. Service of Bhagavatam or hearing Bhagavatam, both. So then what happens? Kam goes away, and then a person develops the taste for chanting, hearing, service to devotees, and service to the Lord, everything. And then next comes Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogatah Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayate. Then he becomes very happy, because the real happiness of a soul is Brahma Sukha, Bhakti Sukha, Bhakti Ananda. That is our real Sukha. So because when he is Ruchi and Asakti, the next stage is Bhava and Prem. So at the stage of Bhava, or the prema, all anarthas, everything aparadhas, they go away, and then the Lord sends the Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam. The knowledge of Bhagavad Tattva becomes fully realized to that person, fully, no doubt. When that is fully realized, he's very, very happy, and his all doubts are finished. Vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshaya, all everything finished. Now he does not aspire for any wealth in the world, no property, nothing. He has already achieved the real wealth. Now the Ram Navami is going to come. So Lakshman, why the name Lakshman? Lakshman means who is bestowed with the Lakshmi Sampanna is a Lakshman. So what is Lakshmi with the Lakshman? Lakshman is what Lakshmi he has, what money he has. He has the money of service. So at this advanced stage, a devotee only looks for loving devotional service to the Lord. He does not look for any sense gratification, because the kama and lobh is not there, which are the instigator for other desires, material desires. So when these desires are only not there, why he should look for? Until the time these desires are there, there is a chance of fall down. There is a chance of exploitation of material resources for one's own sense gratification. This is going to happen. That's why this example is given here. The Dhruv Maharaj, when he was offered benediction by Kubera, that you ask anything, you will get. He said, let me serve the Lord. So now, in 5th canto, this is there section where Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning all the lokas. So when he comes to Sutal Loka, because the Bali was sent to Sutal Loka, so it's like a 5:24:22. 5:24:22 onwards, the shlokas are there. So there, Bali Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami mentions about him that Lord took away all his wealth, opulence. The reason is he was not able to remember the Lord. Atma Anusmriti Moshanam means Atma Anusmriti. The Atma means the Supreme Lord. Atma will not be remembered. The Lord will not be remembered. Moshanam means it will become finished. So the remembrance of Lord will become finished by opulences, because the person is already lusty and greedy. Unless he comes to that stage of bhava, prema, he is already lusty and greedy actually. So then he will surely have some problem in his life. He will be somehow holding his senses. So, but there can be danger at any point. So Dhruv Maharaj, so now Prabhupada mentions in this purport that there are two kinds of wealth. One is obtained by one's karma, and one is obtained by Lord's mercy. Lord becomes happy with the devotee, and then he gives that opulence for service purpose. So that opulence is not called material opulence. That is called spiritual opulence. What is material opulence? Which is obtained by one's karma. By pious activities one has done in previous life, then he has born in good family with good parentage, good education, everything. So this is material opulence. What is spiritual opulence? By advancement in devotional service, one becomes fully detached from tendency to lord it over on material nature. Then Lord gives him material opulence so that the devotee can spread the glory of the Lord. Yes. So now the question may come, what we have to do? What we have to do? So then that also example is given. In the first canto, the Sanatana Goswami, when he was approached by a Brahmana, because he was worshipper of Lord Shiva, and he asked Lord Shiva, give me wealth. He said, you better go to Sanatana Goswami and he will give you wealth. This Brahmana went to Sanatana Goswami. And then Sanatana Goswami said to him, you please go there, near some dustbin is there. You just pick up something is there inside. Go there. This Brahmana goes and then removes other things and then takes out parasmadi. The parasmadi, which by touching anything with that parasmadi, it becomes gold. So he became very happy. He took it and he started going away. Then he thought for a while, oh, what is this? This is such a valuable object. It is kept in dustbin by the sadhu. It means the sadhu has more valuable things than this. Let me go and ask. He went to him and then asked, "Oh Goswami, I think you have better than this. Why have you thrown it in the dustbin?" So this Goswami said, "Yes, I have something better than this. So to get that better thing, first throw it in the Yamuna, then come back." He threw it in the Yamuna and came back. And then he initiated him in chanting of holy name. So Prabhupada mentions in the purport, Sanatan Goswami was quite fit to engage the Parasmadi in the service of the Lord. But just to teach a neophyte a lesson that until we are able to see spirit and matter separately, we are that much self-realized. Till the time, we should always understand that matter will foil spiritual energy. Matter will foil spiritual energy. Means to possess more material opulence will be disadvantage in our spiritual life until we see soul and matter separately. Very simple. If I'm seeing a woman, I'm feeling lusty attachment. It means it's an indication that I should not have a lot of wealth or a lot of followers, other things. I should be keeping minimum. मेरा वो stage नहीं है. I don't have that stage. If I'm feeling attraction for a gold, for other things, if I may speak in Katha, but in my own personal life, if I have attraction, then I should understand I am still a patient. I have not become recovered from my material disease. I don't have taste for chanting. I'm not feeling. It means I have taste for wealth, women, or other things. It is there, hidden inside. So we should understand that then when we get such possession, post position, everything, we should be under some Vaishnava and try to engage these things, following some rules, regulations with some strictness, so that the problem will not occur. So now we are not fully advanced like Sanatan Goswami, or we are having Bhagavad Prema, and nor we are like materialist also. That will use like a pig is eating everything. So we're not going to do that. We are in between. So in between devotees, Krishna has made some certain system, like Prabhupada was guiding the whole ISKCON, that how the money should be handled, the manager should use it for preaching purpose, this, that. And there are so many sections in Bhagavatam where Prabhupada mentions the danger of the wealth, especially like here is there in 5.26.36 is there. It's mentioned that how one becomes puffed off and commit sinful activity because of wealth. Then 7th canto also, money, more money. People run for more money. Here they become thief, like thief. They go for, means they can give up their life for money only. Big professional, like those who fight on the borders. It's not that they have a lot of love for country. They're just fighting for money. If army people are said that you will not get your salary, they will leave the job only. The people work for money. Then means their surrender is not for the country, it's for money. Then again, the money, even if it is having money, but then money is taken away by the family people. Somebody is very much cautious that not a single penny should be spent without need. Some shopkeeper should not take away my money. Some some vendor should not take away my single penny more than what I can give. But the same money, when he brings to home, the wife, the children, when they take away, he becomes very happy with a big, large smile. Oh, very nice. But he is not understanding that it is also plundered. So that is given in 4.27 chapter. Then again, 7.6 chapter, it mentions that one takes one's life for money. I think that one, which I mentioned, 7.14. More money, he's a thief. Okay. So 7.6, it mentions that how one can surrender one's life only for money. The professional thieves and the professional soldiers, all those things. Then 7.13 chapter also mentions about anxiety due to money. That means, and the very fact that in the first canto, when Kali was not satisfied with the 4 places which was given by Parikshit to him, he said, "There is no place for me to reside. In your country, I don't find any place. You have made such a strict system. No illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating. So where I can reside? I am your citizen. Give me some place." So then he said, "Where there is a hoarding of gold, you can reside there." So money accumulation. Then Kali was also given this place, and Kali understood, yes, from here I will spread in all places, because then Prabhupada writes there, one who has lot of money, he will commit all such things. He will commit illicit sex, he will commit gambling, meat eating, intoxication. He will become very much puffed off. So the first thing which happens, which is spoken in Shastra, with money, especially, one person becomes puffed off because he thinks, I can do anything. I have a lot of freedom because I have money. I can control over material resources. I can purchase anything and I can utilize anything. So then he starts doing extravagance. Everything. He just changes his assets like anything. If he has certain mobile, immediately changes after some month, new mobile, new update, new mobile. And then mobile is one thing. Then he has one car. Then he changes to another car. He just says that old ho gaya, nikalo isko, naya chahiye. Some people even, I don't know, but generally, I consider it does not happen. The thing is, like, somebody is having a laptop, and then he says that laptop generally is how long the laptop goes. It may go for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, whatever, and then it goes to dustbin, or no, not earlier people you may use laptop for 15 years also. Okay, so now some people, they just use for 1, 2 year, and then they immediately exchange, they get new one. So I asked a person that, how did you get that? So he said that, I just sold it, and on the same price I got. I thought, how can you get on the same price a better laptop? So there was something. It means he spent more money. He gave some lower price and he spent more. So some people change. They have that inside hankering. I need a new one. Naya chahiye. They change it. Extravagance is, money is there then. And before money, the desires are too much pushing inside. Chahiye, chahiye, chahiye. I want, I want, I want, I want. Especially the children. The children, because they are very much affected by glamour. And adults are also grown-up children. They are not actually adults. So they are also grown-up children. They are developing AI. AI, who is developing? Not child is not developing. And who is developing AI? Grown-ups are only making AI. So they are more like grown-up children. Children are playing with the toys and some mobiles and something. But the grown-up children, like all of the intelligentsia in the world, they are developing AI. And you see everybody's mad after AI. Mad after AI. It's like AI is a god only. God can tell anything. You can ask anything from. Some devotee was having some health issue. He immediately asked AI what I should eat. AI is the doctor, AI is the teacher, AI is the mother, AI is the father. Everything AI. So this is called puffed off concept. We are able to see that. So why puffed up? Because lot of wealth. And therefore Prabhupada mentions in some previous purports, Lord only says, Lord shows favor to such people who are so much puffed up by taking away all the wealth. So he is saying, Prabhupada writes, therefore there is a danger for this material civilization that anything can happen. Anytime all opulences will be taken away. Now in India, there is a problem of gas, LPG. It might be happening other places also. Any time problem can come because we are puffed off. We want to live in a lavish way. Cylinder if comes, then only I will cook. Nowadays, cylinder is also not required. I will only blink it or some app I will put, and then they will cook and send to me. This is all simply pursuit of life, actually. Pursuit of life means basically we do not want to work where we should work, and we are working where we should not work. So we are saying that I don't want to work. Why should I work? Don't I have a independence to choose my work? Okay, you have independence. Then what you're working for? Then you're working for a pursuit of life, working 16, 70 hours in some IT companies, that you're working. But if it is said you better work in your home to make your life better, to live a simple life, if you have simple economy, simple eating system, simple regulated life, and then you chant Hare Krishna, there also you have to work. But that you are not wanting to work, but you want to work 16 hours in IT company or big factories and then create such a ugra karma, such a dangerous situation for the whole world. You are ready to work, and then you say, I want freedom. Then what is this? Like one time, one video was there, one girl was saying, one father said, he brought a letter for a girl. Then father was angry and saying, read it. The girl was fearful, and then she read, congratulations, you have got selected in some performing dance. So then the father was saying that, okay, did I train you for that purpose? You could have done something better job. Why do you want to become actor or this? So the girl was very angry. She said, I don't have freedom to wear whatever I want. I don't have freedom to do whatever I do. So again, it's a confusion. The father is also thinking that everyone should work, and girl also thinking I should work even to my own way. Both are in confusion. So in confused society, you cannot make any rule. We have to follow the scriptures. Then our brain will come to right position. That's why if we want to say how much money to give, how much not to give, how much opulence I should have, how much I should not have, and these are bogus things. First, when we practice bhakti, we understand I am attached. The person only comes to know I am attached. Then he understands I have to use everything in service of the Lord. I should be following some rules and regulations. The formula is very clear. We have to follow some rules, regulations of keeping money and other things. Means regulations has to be there, and then some control, and then one has to also understand I am getting trapped. So one has to also understand these things. So this is a life of regulation, and the other life is totally of confusion. How much to take, how much, no, I just want to enjoy, so can't I enjoy? Why they are not allowing me to enjoy? There is no question of enjoyment only. There is a question of self-realization. Human life is meant for self-realization. There is no question of enjoyment. Why they are not giving me independence for enjoyment? Where is the question of enjoyment? You can enjoy when your brain is proper. When the intelligence is proper, one can enjoy. But when intelligence is not proper, what he can enjoy? He will simply create havoc for himself or for others. So therefore, it is clearly spoken in if somebody reads Bhagavad Gita properly, Bhagavad Gita, therefore there should be proper Bhakti Shastri, means for devotees already there, but the kind of level of teaching of Bhakti Shastri, if it is given to the world, one sloka speaks such a clear, crystal clear message. Without reading scriptures, we cannot come to Satuguna, and we cannot establish a society of Satuguna. And then there will be Rajas and Tamas prominent. Rajas means Rajoguna means confusion. I do not know what has to be done, but still I am engaged. Little bit knowledge is there, very little, but I am simply engaged, but I'm confused. And Tamas means what should not be done, I will do. Opposite. I know that. He is convinced in opposite thing. And Satuguna, he knows what is to be done, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is to be done, what is not to be done. Who am I? He knows all these concepts. Satuguna. Tamoguna means what is religion, what is irreligion is a religion for him. He's convinced in in that way. There is tamoguna. And rajoguna means he's confused. He's in between. So he follows sometimes this and sometimes that for material motives, with material motives. There's confused. So very clearly is mentioned, unless we read the scriptures, unless we follow the scriptures, where is the question of improvement in society? Because there is no base level, what one has to do. So, therefore, it is very, very important here. So Prabhupada mentions that until one sees oneself separate from matter, till that point one is attached with the material opulences. And then one should be quite careful while handling these assets in the service of the Lord. Otherwise, most of the verses in the Bhagavatam, it clearly mentions that that a devotee, basically, his wealth is service. So that for service purpose only, he asks the Lord anything. He does not ask for any other purpose. For enjoyment purpose, no. Only for service purpose. So like, if somebody wants to go in a rich, very big car, so then for service purpose, if the service requires that, he will go. But internally, devotee will always think, I don't need such thing. I don't need. I don't need, I just want to be humble. So therefore, the real education means to develop the viveka, vairagya, and then vinamrata. Vivek means discrimination, intelligence, and then vairagya means renunciation, and then humility. Not that one should have big results, big post position. No, this is not the real education. The real education should go toward this. And as the Lakshman represents, he's a Lakshmi Sampanna, he's having the wealth of seva. So one has to start valuing seva, then enjoyment. When that starts happening more and more, like Lakshman, for 14 years he did not sleep. Just because the Guha asked Lakshman, why I'm not sleeping? So Lakshman said, I'm seeing Mother Sita, she is lying down on the grass. She is a queen, she's a princess. She was lying on the bed with a best cushion, and now her destiny brought her here. If she is lying here, how can I lie? I will remain awake until I make both of them situate in their original position, original place. They should be enjoying. So the Lakshman is thinking, I should suffer, and my worshipable Lord should enjoy. Therefore, opulence for Krishna, poverty for oneself. This is a formula for a devotee. He will only accept opulence just so that the Lord's desire is there. Okay, I'm accepting and I'm using it. Lord desire is not there. He wants to remain simple. That's why the Bhagavatam, again in the second canto, there's a mention of the shloka. What is that? Chiranim kim pathina santi disanti bhiksham. So that's so yeah. Chiranim kim pathina santi disanti bhiksham nayavang gripa parbhrit sarito api apyashushyan ruddha guha kim ajitovati nopasannan kasmat bhajanti kavayo dhandurmadandan. Very, very nice sloka. It's for renunciates actually, but it is setting the whole focus. Chiranim kim pathina santi. Are there no clothes lying on the road? Surely it's for renunciate. Renunciate, he can wear clothes. He need not to go to a rich man and ask, can you give me some money to buy a cloth? So then he is questioning, Sukadeva Goswami is questioning, are there no clothes lying on the road? Some people throw the clothes, like in India. They have every month they have some festival, so then they wear the new clothes. So many times people, they just give away or throw away the clothes, old clothes, or they give to the poor people. So many times even in Samsan Bhumi also, people come with the clothes, and then sometimes the clothes are thrown here and there. So then are there no clothes on the road? Then he says that, are there no trees who can give us the fruits? Then why are you going to rich person? Again, the question is here, Kasmad bhajanti kavayo dhan durmadandhan. Why are you going and flattering the rich people who are intoxicated by hard earned wealth? Why are you going and just flattering them? No need to flatter. Are there no clothes on the road? Are there no fruits on the trees? Are there no rivers for drinking? Are there no hands? You have the hands, you can sleep also. No pillow. Pillow, what is need of pillow? Your hands are there. Are there no caves where you can stay there? So basically, the thing is that what is mentioning here for application, Prabhupada mentions in the purport that Haridas Thakur lived in a cave where a snake was there. So when a snake, some of his means the devotees, when he used to come, they used to fear a snake, then the snake went away. So Prabhupada mentioned that he was staying in the cave. So for everyone, this slokas teaches that why one should flatter someone for wealth, why one should go behind so much wealth. Are there no simple living in this world? Are there no good examples for simple living? Why one should unnecessarily waste one's time and energy for such uh, illusory happiness, which is anyway going to go away after some period? Because, and the thing, I just remembered that Indra used Bamandev. Bamandev became his younger brother. And Indra, he used Bamandev to go and beg for his kingdom back. He did not ask the Lord, can I serve you? Please engage in your service. And Bali Maharaj got opportunity to engage in Lord's service. And this is spoken by Bali Maharaj, this shloka, what I'm speaking. In 5th canto is speaking. Indra, he has a Guru Brahaspati and Indra, they are so learned, but he's a foolish number one. He asking Lord, you go and ask my kingdom back. And I have Prahlad Maharaj. My Prahlad Maharaj, my grandfather, when Narsimhadev was giving him liberation, and he was giving him the post of Hiranyakashipu also, the king of a demon. He said, I don't want. I simply want to become servant of my Gurudev. I simply want to serve you. There is no mercantile business with you. So he's saying Indra is so lusty, greedy. He does not have knowledge only. He's using the Lord for his purpose to beg the wealth so that he can enjoy. And Lord took away the wealth so that to engage me in his service. So I am so fortunate. So the whole concept lies here that for service to the Lord, one should not be puffed off with the material opulences. And the more material opulences one has, one then starts losing the service attitude, becomes puffed off, he commits offenses, then he loses everything. Again, everything comes to zero. So sometimes, even in life of devotee, sometimes there is a poverty. And Prabhupada says many times impoverished life is better. It is said, one devotee, he lost a job, big job, he lost a job. And then what was his, so actually what was happening, he was not very much interested in spiritual life, even though he was long connected in spiritual life, but not much interested, not very much serious in sadhana. He lost a job. And then they immediately came to hear Bhagavatam, everything he started doing, still he was not getting job. Then he called one of his counselors, someone. Then he said that you are becoming highly materialistic. You are not worrying about your sadhana. First, start performing your sadhana well. Start fasting on Ekadasi for advancement in spiritual life. And after some time, he got a job. Okay, whatever, maybe because of his pious activity or whatever. But the whole thing is what is spoken here. When jobs are taken away, money is taken away, where our consciousness goes? Our consciousness goes, all of us need some basic necessity that is there. Therefore, here is this sloka mentioned actually. All of us need that basic necessity. And Prabhupada mentions in purport, Lord never takes away the opulence which is given by him. If Lord gives some opulences to devotee, that is not because of his karma. And Lord never takes away because that is used for the service. Like Prabhupada was given so much wealth by the Lord so that he could spread Krishna consciousnus. The Lord never took away. Lord kept it. But Lord also took away so many things. If the people become puffed up, like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj opened a Gaudiya Math. So there, what happened? Aguna Jalibe. The fire broke into the math because people were puffed up. I want this room, I want that room, this is my place, go away from here. So then they were wanting to enjoy the wealth of Lord. So then what happened? The whole society broke into many parts. So the wealth is also a great destroyer of our unity, of our seva. And the wealth is also a great help for spreading the mission. But it all depends upon the person who is using that wealth. So that is why education or our growth in Krishna consciousness is ultimately cause for where we can lead our institute. If we are grown up, then we can use everything in a nice way. If we are not grown up, then we'll all mess up. And the number of problems when institute suffers, it means people are not growing up. People are using a lot of it. Like people may use YouTube. Then YouTube, the fame of YouTube, the people become mad. I'm having less likes. My life is without like. I'm waste. Why he is getting more like? Unnecessary envy comes. Unnecessary envy comes. So modern society, because it is developed by such materialistic people who are greedy, lusty, envious. So when we also try to utilize ourselves to give some contribution and service to society, but we may get trapped also. We may get trapped. And then what happens? Then Lord may take away everything. So it is going to happen. The society, the whole material society is going to be doomed. That's why Prabhupada says, no, why it is going to be doomed? Because they're very much puffed off. They're not following any rules only. They're thinking we can lead our life like that only with high technology, with high enjoyment. This is not going to happen. It will going to be doomed because you will become puffed off and then finish. Like one parent came to children and said, so I said, oh, your child has a great capability of learning. Why don't you now teach something to him? The mother said, oh, he's not learning anything. He's so become very much restless. And he is simply a child of nursery. I was thinking, how can nursery child become less restless? Either the child is not produced in a proper way, or you parents, you are living your life in such a way, just showing the enjoyment to the child that how we both enjoy, you just see. So I said, you have to give sanskar to him. And before that, you have to become sanskari. You have to live your life in a nice, cultured way so that the culture can be learnt by this small child through you. If you are not cultured, don't expect that he will learn anything. Very simple. So it's a high responsibility to become married or to become brahmachari. Everyone has high responsibility. So it's not that it's a time of enjoyment. Okay. So then we will also see those repercussions. We will see those backfire. Our children only will make us understand that I will not help you to see a better life. I will create a mess in your life. The child will do that. So therefore, it can happen in other ways also. If the parents are sincere also, but still child is like that is okay. But again, the whole thing is the parents have to be very much exemplary cultured. Then the child will surely learn, because where from the child is learning? It's such a small child. His previous sanskaras are there. So we should have a good ways of getting the child born, and then again training him in a nice culture. So then child sees his mother and father, and then he is not learning by some teaching. He is learning by seeing only parents. My mother is like that. Oh, my father is like that. So then how can that happen? So therefore, using wealth, using property, or even our own life, how we are leading, everything depends upon what is our conception in Krishna consciousness. If you are not very much serious, one has to be serious to live this life, because this is very dangerous age, Kali Yuga. Why Prabhupada all the time used to say serious, serious? Because we are not knowing any dharma. So to live a even simple life is also not possible. Nobody is living simple life. Everybody is in city and everybody is surrounded by gadgets, so many things. So then in such a forest of material enjoyment, we have to be serious actually. Then only we can make advancement. Otherwise, it will be very dangerous. Okay, I will stop here for some questions and some comments. Yes, anyone? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. for such a wonderful class. So insisting like how the material opulence has to be used and how the material opulence will make one down. And if we worship the Lord, then everything will be put together by Himself to the devotee. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So we have many raised hands. Pitambar Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Arjun, Ishwar, Prabhuji. My humble obeisance to you, Prabhu. Very, very grateful to you for all the wonderful explanations. Beautifully said, Prabhu. So I've got a couple of quick questions, Prabhu. The first question is, you said that there are 4 reasons for the Abhadranis to go away. No, 4 reasons for the Abhadranis to emerge. The first one was sinful reaction, and then the third was aparadha, etc. If you can recap the 4, Prabhu, then I'll put up my second question.
So that is one from sin, one from pious activity, and then one from aparadha, one from doing bhakti with material motivation or inattentive bhakti also.
So it is the second one which I cannot understand, Prabhu. You said pious activities, right?
Yes, because pious activity people do with the desire to lord over. Like somebody is giving charity, then he thinks that I am giving charity. So then he's having attitude of lord it over only. I will get some material benefit out of it. So still, pious activity is not doing as a service to the Lord. He is doing with certain material motivation, basically. So sinful activity means one is not following the Shastra. Pious activity, one is following the Shastra with some material motivation. And devotional activity means one is following the Shastra to please the Lord. Whatever he is doing, just for his service he is doing. He is not having any personal things to take away. He's not wanting anything. He just wants whatever he basically needs, and then everything he wants to engage in service of the Lord. That is devotional.
Yeah,
engagement.
that's very nice, bro. So that's what I understood from the purport also, that there are 2 reasons for the opulences. One is pious activities, and second one is spiritual, the devotional services. The Lord takes away the first one, which is the opulences from the pious activities, but Lord would not take it away for the opulences which is coming from the devotional services.
Yes,
So
correct.
perfect, Prabhu. So there are 4 reasons to recap. Number 1 is sinful actions. Number 2 is pious activities. Number 3 is aparadha, and number 4 inattentive chanting or inattentive bhakti. You said the
Devotional
4th.
service is material motivation.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Prabhu. That's great, Prabhu. Thank you so much for that, Prabhu. Second quick question. You said that there are stages at which the anarthas goes away. So the nishtha stage, some anartha go away. Then the ruchi and asakti. Can you recap, Prabhu, that portion again?
Yeah, aparadhas, they don't go away fully at nishtha stage, but most of the anarthas, they go away at nishtha stage. After nishtha, to perform bhakti becomes very easy. That's why the next stage is ruchi and asakti. Nishtha means you become very, very strong, faithful. Your sadhana is very strong. How the sadhana becomes strong? Because one gets a very high class conviction, faith, the nishtha. Nishtha means basically faith. The faith is very strong. He's become irrevocable. Irrevocable means he will not go back. He's quite strong in bhakti. He does not sleep in chanting. Nishtha means this association, he does not sleep in chanting. So he has fully become convinced about bhakti process, not intellectually, not only some to give lecture, but internally he has become convinced in his heart. So that is nishtha stage. Then ruchi asakti means he becomes he start liking the process of devotional service. He start relishing those process. He will relish the chanting, he will relish the service, he will relish the service to Vaishnava, and then all anga of bhakti he will relish. That is nishtha, ruchi and asakti. And asakti means he will become attached to those processes. He cannot leave it. For him, it's not possible. So why that happened? Because the kama and lobha goes away. So Prabhupada mentions at other place, a living entity is dead at once if he has nothing to possess. So a living entity must possess something. So then he mentions 2-3 examples. Like a child gives up his childish proclivity to attain knowledge in school or college. He has to give up. And then he says that a businessman he invest his money or give up his money to get more higher things. He gives up, basically uses less money and then goes to higher business. And then he gives example of Rup and Sanatan Goswami. They gave up the service to Nawab Hussain to engage in the service of the Lord. So because they were so advanced, they could see that the wealth of service to Lord is higher than the wealth which I am getting, material wealth from Nawab Hussain. So they have that consciousness. So everyone has to possess something. Then only he will be alive or he will be happy. So somebody is happy with material opulences means his consciousness is material. He's not able to understand what is real happiness. And somebody has to possess spiritual happiness in chanting, hearing. So again, it is not to be said that one can give up everything, because if we do not have the taste only, then how can we give up everything? Then we have to engage those things in the service of the Lord. And we should not keep the more things. Otherwise, then we'll have material consciousness also and then spiritual consciousness. But both are not possible. If both are happening, if we have material consciousness, then after some time, spiritual consciousness will go down and only material consciousness will be there. So both go ill together. We know that. So one cannot be advancing in material life enjoying and one can be advancing in spiritual life. It's not possible. So that's why one has to possess something.
Thank you, Prabhu. So does that mean that at Anartha Nivritti stage, the fourth, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. After the fourth stage of Anartha Nivritti, I can understand now from what you explained is still there are anarthas remaining.
They are at Nishtha stage and beyond that. So Nishtha stage almost Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu is mentioned.
Okay.
Almost Prayeshu Prabhupada mentioned some lectures like 75% almost gone away.
Okay.
80%, 75% gone away. Or some little are remaining. That's why later verse says, Tada Rajas Tamo Bhava Kam Lobha. It means still Kam and Lobha is there.
That's what I wanted to understand.
So that's why it's there. But it Nishtha stage, it's there, but it is not troubling that person. It is there. Like when we are sitting peaceful somewhere, these anarthas don't trouble. But when we come in front of some alluring things, sense object, then immediately we become troubled. Yes. So therefore, Nishtha stage, he has quite conquered over those, but still they are there. They are hiding inside. But Ruchi Asakti, they will go away only. He will become situated in Shuddha Sattva. There is no question of Kam and Loga. So even if he is in front of anyone, he is not becoming attracted only. Wealth, if you give him, you will see simply like how I should engage in service of Lord. No attraction only. So therefore, the Yukta Vairagya principle is first Vairagya. So then Vairagya comes, then one can use everything in the service of the Lord. So Vairagya means one has to get a taste for devotional service. Then he can give away everything. But because taste is not there, he's attached. And then again, it's like an organic process. We cannot force ourselves. But one thing, we cannot force ourselves to get attachment, but then we can follow the rules and regulations of bhakti. So one is, I'm not very advanced, but I have to follow the rules. I have to chant 16 rounds. I should not take much for myself because I'm attached. So I should keep some distance from certain things. So such rules, regulations we should follow. That's why Sanatana Goswami kept the things away to show to the neophyte devotees, even though wealth is near, I don't want, I have to keep it away, otherwise I become attached. So we regulate our life, morning, afternoon, evening, with a devotional process, with our work, and balance everything. Why? Because we know that I may fall trap. I may fall trap if I do something more. So I have to regulate my life. Krishna mentions ahar nidra, like yukta ahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasya yukta sapna bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. So yoga, for doing yoga or joining any yoga process means one has to regulate his eating, sleeping, enjoyment, all plans. So the whole thing is that because one falls down to material allurement if he does not regulate himself. So we are not advanced, so we follow rules. And when we become advanced, then the rules following becomes automatic. Means we will be following those things for higher purpose. like that.
That's great. Very nice. So yeah, even at Nishra stage, it is there, but in the Susupti stage, avastha, but at
Yes, yes.
Ruchi and Asakti, it's gone completely. Even
Gone.
Susupti also no. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Prabhu. Such a clarifying. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Right.
My vandan to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Any next question?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, next we have Janava Mataji. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I offer my obeisances to you. It's my great fortune to be in your association. Thank you so much for a wonderful class. Prabhu, my question to you is, as I've understood your class, you're talking about the devotees, Lord Krishna will give them opulences. And if they desire for more devotional service, opulences come with that as well. And if it so happened that a certain, material opulences that they have will be taken away for their benefit, even though they don't know that. So maybe to nudge them in more for the betterment of their more devotional service, right? So my Prabhu, my question to you is, how do we, as aspiring bhaktas, right, handle the what it's one thing to always, like here and in Srimad Bhagavatam and in Bhagavad Gita, because intellectually we are constantly getting the lesson that, okay, if you establish your faith, don't worry, don't worry. But I feel like the power also of Kali Yuga, the tricks of Mahamaya that's constantly testing us in this world, is especially what's going on in the world now. um how do we even maintain that as aspiring back that fate when there are so many things coming at us? Because sometimes the intellect is not catching up with the somatic. Maybe we don't have enough scars to kind of battle all of that, but we still keep falling down, right? I mean, there's a Japanese proverb saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8, right? And that comforts me sometimes. But in Krishna consciousness, Prabhu, sometimes as an aspiring bhakta, I get discouraged about all the rules, right? Like, okay, you got to wake up at this time. And then if you don't wake up at this time, you can never attain Lord Krishna. And then we fall down again over and over. How do you gracefully, day by day, month by month, year by year, establishing that faith? Because there's so many things coming at us, and then when we fall down, we hear from other more kind of like stricter devotees, that will say things like, almost like to a point of fanaticism, well, you're never going to get there because you're not doing this and this. And it's almost like kind of like the Christian Catholic faith that the colonizer have embedded in our heads, like, you can't. Like it's kind of like discouraging sometimes. And then I would think, well, how does Lord Krishna would handle this? I mean, Lord Krishna would handle this with joy. But then, a certain institution, it's the resonance is more like fear-based now. So how do you, as an individual, with your years in Krishna consciousness, how did you navigate all those doubts? And because there's gonna be doubt. I mean, a faith that is not tested is not really faith. It's more like blind following. Like, so Prabhu, how do you, for an aspiring bhakta, if you're my senior, how would you dissuade like the fear and the doubts, and to handle more the purification process in Krishna consciousness, Prabhu? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Nice. So it was quite a subtle question from purification point of view. So in Vedic society, there was a dharma given for every section of people, like Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, Vaishya. So when in Vedic society, what used to happen, even though the people may have some anarthas, some weakness in their life, but because of doing those activities and offering the result to the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord, they were getting purified.
Huh.
This was in Vedic times. Now in modern times, whether we are Brahmana, Kshatriya, we do not know. So then Prabhupada mentions also, we are devotees. So then whatever activity, especially the pious activity, we should be doing the right activities. When we are doing those activities, we should be doing those activities in the mood of offering to the Lord. This is the first very much important thing actually. Krishna consciousness is not that we have to, unless you follow one rule, everything, then only you'll get to Krishna. No, the age is different today. This is a Kali Yuga, and as you mentioned, that the Kali Yuga is bombarded with so many things. So we do not have a fixed intelligence at one point. So therefore, what is the most important thing is vinamrata, humility
Okay.
in bhakti. That Krishna, I am falling down or I am not having much strength. Please give me strength from somewhere. Please give me strength of Vaishnavas. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur also crying. Even the great devotees are also the beggar. Like one time, one devotee went to Radhanath Maharaj and then said, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, he said that Maharaj, we are beggar. Please, please give some blessings. The Maharaj said, we all are beggars. All are beggars. Somebody is begging at here, somebody is begging at here. We are all beggars. Nobody can be proud of his opulence or anything. So actually, the day we understand we are beggar, that is a perfection. So, so beginning comes here. So what is the knowledge? Knowledge means to produce this humility only, that I do not know anything. Rup Goswami Pad is saying in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Krishna, I don't have faith that by my devotion I will attain you. But I am seeing Putna. Putna, she did not have any devotion, but she got such a big stage, big post, position. So I am having hope by seeing Putna.
Mm.
So by seeing Putna. So now the Rupa Goswami again does not mean to say that then I will do anything. He means to say that I will try my best. But the try my best means I will try to offer everything to you, Krishna.
Right.
Whatever I'm doing. So I would try to be sincere in my life. This is first thing to learn. Now the second thing, this sincerity will come by association of Vaishnavas.
Mm-hmm.
So something regulation we have to take in our life. Like even though that regulation may not be making us uh, immune from all kind of difficulties in life or obstacles, but still that regulation is helpful. As I mentioned, Brahmanas is still having some difficulty, but they will follow their regulations. So
Right.
some regulations like regular some hearing should be there, chanting should be there. Hearing chanting, especially hearing chanting we focus because of our Bhagavad Dharma. And if we can get some service in temple, so that is also good. On Ekadashi's days, we can come together and again chant and discuss something. So what I mean to say, by doing such regulations, at least we have something fixity in our spiritual life. We are not going to go away.
Right.
We will follow this. And this fixity, if we follow for number of years, then we will never leave this. And then Krishna will empower us with this only. We can see that. We'll see the changes happening. It's not that in Prabhupada's kind of institute, we can see in ISKCON, our most serious is morning program. And then after morning program, everybody is left to himself to do the services. And then people also come for evening program, but mostly morning program. So now that morning program, if everybody is not there, then they can take the part of that morning program and try to follow in their settings in association of Vaishnavas actually. So we have to get strength to become serious. Since serious, okay, become later, at least to become sincere also. Because if
Right.
you're regularly hearing, then we can bring the compass of our consciousness that, okay, now whatever I did for myself or for Krishna, let me try to do for Krishna. So bhakti teaches very simple path. That whatever you do, just do it for Krishna. Try to, if you're not able to do, just beg forgiveness, my Lord. I am such a sinful. I am such a like this. Please forgive me, my Lord. Please give me association of Vaishnavas. If this attitude remains, then Krishna is very happy actually.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Because actually, who takes away our all anarthas is not we, Krishna.
Right.
Krishna takes away. So if somebody is proud, again he will not have this facility. If somebody is humble, Krishna will take away later. So we should become humble and also try to become sincere in life. Try to use everything for Krishna as much as possible. And for that, follow some regularity in our life, as Prabhupada has mentioned, reading some books, and attending some programs. So then this will help us to great extent.
Thank you so much for the very, very wise and practical advice, Prabhu. My obeisances to you. I'm utterly grateful. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, next we have Nitya Narasimha Prabhu. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. Thank you for such a static and lot of take-home message, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my one question is like you mentioned that in a family, sometimes child creates a problem. Is it due to previous karma or this life problem, Prabhuji? Would you kindly enlighten on that part?
Okay, previous karma. See, in it is both like now previous karma is also there. It is there. Previous sanskaras, and then this life sanskaras, both are there. So now previous life sanskara we cannot change, and for that some things are there to change, like when we do perform sanskaras of children. So then the previous life sanskaras are there, they can be purified. Therefore, you find most of the sanskaras in Vedas, they are performed before the child has grown up. Once he means all the sanskaras, like even Upanayan and other things, then all what remains is Vivaha sanskar and Anteshti sanskar. Only they remain further, but otherwise most of the sanskaras are done before child really comes to the stage of like teens, teenage. It means what? Before he start exercising his senses and mind, he is purified of his previous sanskaras. So that is a help actually. So therefore, Lord is giving, if anything has happened also, no issue, but this sanskara will help that person. In a similar way, during that time, parents take very important care, because as Chanak Pandit says that one should discipline children from 5 to 15 or 16 age, and then later Mitravad, because that is the time while they're growing, we can give everything, because later you cannot give anything. They will not accept it unless those. So first you have to create a vessel in them where you can fill up. If patrata is not there, what they will. So many times because of our lifestyle, that vessel is not there. The child is looking for who will teach me, who will teach me. Nobody is teaching him. Good sanskaras. So then what happens? Just year goes by and he develops all. Nowadays modern times means he's seeing so many, like he's seeing mobile, he's seeing sometimes parents are not dressed properly, they're not talking properly, they have so much modernistic way of life, no simple living, no grateful living, no God consciousness, no temple worship, no worship of or respect to Brahmana or service to cows. If these things child is not seeing, no recitation of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, then what he's seeing parents are going here, in this, in there, here, everybody is busy in their life, and then he's busy in cartoons and other things, whatever. So then he's getting those sanskaras. That is why child producing does not simply finishes after child is produced. No, child producing, it finishes till the time he becomes mature enough to take the instructions of his parents and the sastras and the holy people in his life. When till the time we make him that much mature, till the time child producing has not, the business has not finished. So quite careful in this period that he should get good association. We have heard so many examples. Prahlad Maharaj in the womb of mother became Mahabhagavat. Dhruv Maharaj, by association of Narada, he also became Mahabhagavat. These are the small children example. And so many good examples. So this is the whole thing. So if we do our duty, then we need not to worry about their karma or other things. We have to do our duty, and whatever their karma takes them to their life, that is we cannot handle. We can pray for them, we can guide them in every step, but after certain period they're not going to listen. And this is a plight of modern children like that. They very quickly they develop resistance towards parents very quickly. I've seen many families like that. Means the parents have to bow down to them and tell beta, now please accept, please listen. that much humility is developed. So another thing, our family structure has been broken, like grandmother, grandfather. So it's not that always parents have to give. We should understand, like these people also give so much values. Mm, mm. And our respect to them. Even like one family I saw, the girl, the small girl was saying to Dadi, mother, she is speaking in Hindi. So this mother, na, my mother does not cook for you. I will, when I will grow, na, I will cook for you, Dadi. I will cook for you. Now just a small child, she's saying the Dadi is suffering. She's not, she's not cooking for Dadi. Now there can be some tussle inside. But what lesson, what samskara we are giving? The girl is saying, Dadi, my mother is not devotee. You are devotee. She's saying, small girl. This is one thing. Then the mother has to think, I am living for myself or I am living for them. Where is my purpose leading to me? So I may not like devotional service, but at least a gentle, manly behavior should be there in the home. What I'm doing, I should wake up, I should cook for the elderly people, I should cook for my elders. If that is not there, we never. Now somebody says, what is this? And these are the samskaras I'm talking about. When we talk about caring for others, one has to care for one's own people first. Then one can care for the world or other things. So we have to learn from home. The charity begins at home. It means there only. So we have to, when we follow for these things, when we have to fight also, we should not fight in front of children. We should fight somewhere else. Yeah. Otherwise, child will say, like one principal in the school or devotee, he was saying, one child came and said to principal, devotee teacher, ki he was asking ki, okay, what is your happiness? Oh, I'm happy that now my parents will not separate because. So she was saying, how can this come in his mind? A small child. Because then he said that they were fighting for a long time. So these things, basic things, how I should dress, how I should talk, how I should respect. First, parent have to learn, and then that can be transferred to, and children will immediately catch up. Immediately, children need not to go to big college to learn language. They learn language and they learn habits very easily. So we have to be highly conscious, highly conscious. So that is a great service for any child at his home, because these children are going to glorify the parents only later. Every parent feels so nice. My child has grown such a nice. He is in at such a good spiritual position, such a nice gentleman. So every parent feel like that. So why don't we also train ourselves in that way so that children will take that exemplary thing from us? So we should learn from some Vaishnavas or from some teachings and try to moderate our life so that maximum time when we are in front of children, we should be quite exemplary, maximum time, and also give them good lessons. And by this, we will live a life with a purpose.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So kind of you, nicely explained. Prabhuji, that sloka reference, what is that, Prabhuji? That in second canto you said, like torn clothes and hands are like instead of pillow we can use
This is the second canto shloka. I think it's a Chiralim Kim Pathina Santi Disanti Viksham. It's the second canto shloka, fifth. Okay, I will just search and tell. This is a 2.2.5.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. So kind of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, last question. Yes, Radha Jyoti Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Radha Jyoti Mataji, please go ahead. Radha Jyoti Mataji, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of Mr. Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, thank you so much for today's session. It was eye-opening and it was very relevant and practical. So many inputs. Need to hear it and apply it. Prabhuji, my question to you is, you mentioned about the opulences. Say, uh, if a devotee, if a follower gets opulences, like he or she may not deserve, but Lord gives it, and it is not even sufficient for preaching, but it is given, then how we will understand that it is because of our pious karma it is coming to us, or for devotional services it is coming to us? Because uh, prayers were not asked, prayers were not done for those opulences, and for all the things that are arranged by Lord. So I wanted to know how we can understand or differentiate. And second question is, uh, could you please give any detailed book's name or any references where I can understand more about spiritual master and how initiation is really very serious matter, and how what happens to our karma cycle in detail? I want to learn. So could you give some references to it? Hare Krishna.
Okay. The first question is that whether opulences we get is our karma or it is by the Lord. We have never prayed for that. So, a devotee, anything he has, he should engage in service of Lord, whether it's a karma or what. Actually, even if Lord gives, Lord will only give when the devotee is quite competent to engage. Otherwise, Lord will take away, or Lord will not give only. Because Lord's giving means when our heart is purified, then Lord will give. We should understand when Lord will give, when our heart is purified, then only will give. So what is purification? Purification, this only, engaging everything in service of the Lord. So when that already attitude is developed, then Lord will give. And then devotee will not understand, will not discriminate. He will understand it is also for service of the Lord. Earlier also it was service for the Lord. But so right now, we have to focus on this, that whatever we have, okay, then the question was, it is not fully for preaching other things. See, very simple thing is what, when we feel compassion for someone, we try to help that person, isn't it? So in the similar way, preaching, are we seeing where somebody is preaching and we feel compassion for them? Better go with those people first, how they are preaching, see those preaching areas, how they are preaching, see their efforts, then you will feel for giving. When we take, sometimes it's difficult for ourselves to take up to preaching, but at least we can assist somebody. We can go and we can see how they are preaching. Then we will feel, oh, he's going there, he's going there, he's going there. Okay, they have this much problem, this much problem, this much. So when, therefore, Shankaracharya says that one should go to hospital and samsan, crematorium always to understand the temporary nature of this world. One has to experience, one has to see that. To practically realize that. If you're always in temple and then somebody says, okay, give some donation or do, you'll think everything is happy here. But actually, Prabhupada says that for preaching means when you start going with those people and see that, and when ourselves also engage in their service, then we'll understand, yes, it's important. So we have to get one-to-one experience with the people, with the preacher, everything. So then this thing becomes compassionate. Then we'll understand it's a compassion. A hungry person would like to eat. A non-hungry person will not eat. In the similar way, so we have to see the hunger. Where is the hunger in the people? I have something to give. I may not be having 5 chapatis to give, but he's hungry. I can give him something. Okay, let me give. Because I'm seeing he's hungry. When I'm not seeing the hunger outside, how can I give? I will always thinking, okay, once I have 10 chapatis, then I will give. 10 chapatis long. Maya tricks us like that. Not now. When 10, then only. So when we go out, then we see people, they are suffering, they are not having, and preacher is also trying to work hard. So let me help like that. So this is the way actually. Second,
Prabhuji, once we are initiated and if we are getting something, means it is given for the utilization of preaching, no, not means not preaching, but for some devotional service. We won't be able to understand right now, but it is the plan of a Lord, right? Because there was a situation where there was no question of opulences, but there is also a situation where there is opulences given even though it is not needful, because the requirement has not changed when the opulences was there or not. So my question to you is, once a person is initiated, the opulences are given and it is planned by Lord and it is sanctioned for some devotional service which I may not, or say a follower may not understand right now. Is my understanding correct?
Correct. It can be possible. Like Prabhupada, he wanted to join Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj's mission, but he said, no, I have children, I have my wife, I have my family. So then he thought that I should support them by earning money. So then Prabhupada mentioned later, one can delay the instruction of a spiritual master, but one should not neglect it. Many times Lord may give us also. We may not realize why it is given. So we may use it later. So it is not a discouragement like that. One can use it later also. So see, the whole idea is, you know what? If we are having some regulations like hearing chanting, and we also, as I mentioned, some compassionate work, if you are doing it somewhere, then these things will be well understood, because what is meant for where and when and for what, it is very difficult to understand. It is seen according to the need of the people. Like we may earn money for getting something, but then we later understand, oh, this was not so important, something else should be purchased or something else should be done. So how that priority got changed? Because the need was there. So unless we see the need in us, which is what is highest need in me, so that is should be triggered by some association of Vaishnavas, some hearing process, some compassionate work. That need will be triggered inside. Then we will prioritize that need. If that need is not there and we are trying to figure out with intelligence, then it may not come out so well.
Yeah.
So therefore, let us do that devotional service, and that need Lord will make us arise when we are in certain situation, when we commit to a certain process like service and sadhana, then that need comes out. Actually, that comes out. Naturally, it comes out. So then we understand, and there is no, as I said, no discouragement. Like means one can think of later also. If one is he can plan for later use. He can do. He can plan it for later use. After initiation, whatever Lord gives, whether it is a devotional things or other things, it's a devotional opulence. Okay, after initiation or before initiation, the initiation is from heart. How much we are connected. Yes, Lord takes us. We are connected by spiritual master formally in parampara after initiation. We can be also connected beforehand also, but when we get to see spiritual master and he gives mala, and then we chant holy name, and the fire sacrifice happens, so then these things also create kind of samskara in our heart, impression in our heart, that I have committed to some spiritual master. That master is still there living and he's guiding so many people, and I am his servant. So that kind of religious formalities, it creates a samskara in us to follow him. Yes. So then that bonding comes, and then the bonding to accept his message comes. Okay, I have to accept him, I have to be grateful to him, I have to listen to him. Like one time Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj was saying, simply serving Guru is not enough. Serving with gratitude is important, that I am not qualified to serve, but Guru Maharaj has given me some seva to engage in service. So let me offer my service to him, not simply serving. Or Guru Maharaj saying this thing, Guru Maharaj saying that thing, I will only do this. So service with gratitude means I am not qualified to serve, but somehow he engaged me. Service with gratitude is important. So this bonding comes by such a religious culture or ceremonies. So then we become more sincere, we commit to that. And then what happens? Then you see with everything of yours in that way. Ki I am already property of someone. I belong to Guru. Then everything belongs to Guru. Then we start seeing everything like that. Like when a woman is not married, he does not know what is child, what is home. He may speculate about it, but she cannot know that. And after she gets married, she has a child, then she comes to know what is home, what is husband, what is my homely chores. So then, where to use what, that will come when one submits to someone, when we become surrender to that. So, so therefore, this will come after we take shelter. Otherwise, intellectual things will not work. One has to surrender, actually. I hope I could answer to some extent.
Yes, Prabhuji. And could you please support with some reference books or one or two, three books
Yeah, one thing is
more
IDC
about?
is a very good course. IDC is a very good ISKCON Disciples course. If you can attend that, that gives a lot of information about initiation and
Any
Prabhupada.
book, Prabhuji, details about spiritual master, this whole parampara. How does some details,
Okay, so
specific
that
book it is?
one book, Gorgovind Maharaj has also written one book about Guru. He has written Spiritual Master. He has written about it. So have you done IDC course before?
Yes, Prabhuji, but I'm not satisfied with that course.
I think you have done
No,
IDC. You have heard recorded lecture, correct?
no, I have recorded, even I have read two, three notes or the text which is provided in three, four sentences, but still I want to know in detail how the practical things are. So I wanted to ask.
Okay. One thing, so I will also find out and I will let Mataji in the group know. I will find out with the other Vaishnavas, some specific books are there. So one thing I know that Gaur Govind Maharaj has written. Other books also, if I find out, I will find out and I will send to Mataji. She will tell you.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm eternally grateful to you for the answers that you have given, very insightful and very practical to apply. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us all the knowledge. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhuji, one last question from the chat we have from Parvati Mataji. Mataji is asking, if family is not supportive for devotion service, is it because of our karmic reaction or due to our insincerity?
Okay. Family is not supporting for devotional service is a karmic reaction. One thing, to become born in Vaishnava family is not because of karma, it is because of devotional service only. Bhakti sanjayate bhakti. If somebody has done bhakti previously, then Krishna will give him opportunity of doing bhakti. One thing. So none of the situations in the life of devotee, if it is favorable, it is by some karma. See, somebody can say, but Prabhuji, somebody is rich born and then he is able to make his livelihood nicely. So it is because of devotional service or karma. Okay, in that case, it can be taken in that way. But when we talk about family becoming devotee or they're not supporting, so family will only become devotee when they have done devotional service. And supporting comes when, then also, supporting, unless they meet some devotee, they get some sukruti of devotional service. They do not understand devotional service. They are against devotional service. So then we should understand that they need some mercy of devotee. And Prabhupada says sometimes what happens, sometimes even after they meet some devotees because of their some aparadhas, because they have done some aparadh, they do not take the message of devotee seriously. Like you may see some, like how do some devotee become devotee? Very simple. They hear some lecture, they eat some prasad, oh, such a nice, such a nice, such a nice, they become devotee. How? Because they're innocent. And some people after meeting so many devotees and eating prasadam because they have committed offenses. Their heart is not simple. So now they're interacting, they might be interacting with the devotees, but still they are not able to come up to that level of accepting to certain favoring others. Okay, you are doing good thing, at least you are doing good thing. I'm not able to do, but you are doing very good thing, please continue. Even that also they do not say. So that is because of aparadha. So Prabhupada mentions in such cases when the normal devotee cannot remove their aparadha, so then great advanced devotees interventions are required many times. Like you can say like Vidura and Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was not ready to listen till end because he was attached to his son and kingdom. When he saw that my everything is taken away, then he could hear. In the similar way, sometimes materialistic people are very much attached to something, very much attached. And when they are taken away those things, then they may remember such. Oh, the sadhu was saying the right thing. Then उनको थोड़ा सेंस आता है. तो कभी कभी अपराध भी होते हैं, कभी कभी अटैचमेंट्स भी होते हैं उन व्यक्ति के. तो so why they are not taking message seriously, or somebody practicing devotee, why they are not respecting, not allowing? Because they are might be quite proud, attached to something, or they have committed some offense. These can be the reasons. It is said that even sadhaka, many times, they have four kind of problems, or three kind of. One is born of ignorance, that is vishad. One becomes morose because of ignorance. Then the second thing is ignorance. Then one is another thing is called ahankara. Because of ahankara, he becomes envious. He wants to do violence. He becomes angry, and sometimes he becomes discouraged also. So this is, and second thing, third thing is attachments. Because of attachments, he becomes dissatisfied in life. Okay, so this I'm talking about the sadhakas, or those who are sometimes become overcome by the material nature. So for materialist people, these all attachment, anger, lust, greed. So these are hovering on their life. So we should pray to the Lord to give him association of some devotees, or break his attachment. If his attachment is broken, or if he gets free from offenses, then he will accept devotional service, and then he will respect others. Like we find even Yagik Brahmana's wife, they were great devotees, pure devotees, and their husbands were not supportive in beginning. Then Krishna said, because Krishna said that now you go back to your homes. So they said, no, we don't want to, because they were also fearful. We disobeyed our husband and we came here to just took final shelter of you, Krishna. Then Krishna said, no, 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 I can't keep you with me. Better go back and do your bhakti by remembering me, because simply by proximity you cannot attain me. By doing my bhakti, by chanting, hearing, you can attain me. And then he assured Yagik Brahmanas, this wife, when you go back, your husbands will accept you. Now, why? Because Krishna broke away their attachment. Krishna, because these people were attached to all such things, even though later also, but they did not accept to devotional service. They glorified their wife. So at least Krishna did not totally clear the problem, but at least they could support. Okay, whatever you did, that was very nice. We are not able to go because we have so much attachment. At least that much they could realize. But you, our dear wives, you at least you went and practiced some bhakti. Very nice, very nice. So Yagik Brahmana example, we can see that the Krishna help in the similar way. Some potent devotee can help in certain things. We can, one thing we can have, somehow make some investment in their lives some way, by giving them prasadam, by taking to them to temple, some way where they cannot be more antagonistic, more offensive. Even though they may talk about their attachments, okay, I have this, I have that, no problem, let the devotee glorify, oh, you are so nice, so nice, so nice. But by that, they will get some attachment for devotees, some attachment. Once they get some attachment, they will also understand. And they may also say sometimes, your devotees are like that, but that Prabhu is very good, that Mata is very good. So such people are looking for some gentleman people in their life who can appreciate them. It may be possible like that. Because generally in families, what happens, familiarity breeds contempt. No one can see good values with each other. Means in each other we cannot see, because they're too much close. But when outside person is glorifying, investing in the life of that person, or just glorifying him, so then the person can see that. and pray, do some extra round, fast on. So when we cannot change people, we can pray for them to change. So we can just do some devotional activities, extra rounds for them. We can, because that will go to them. That will go to them. Extra rounds. Then we can also fast something. So these things are what? These things are to just invoke blessings on those people so that they will help us in bhakti, as well as they will also get some devotional service to the Lord. Like that. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So we don't have any more questions or hand raised. So thank you once again for such an insightful class.
Mataji, can I ask one question?
So, Hare Krishna.
Could,
Who's that?
could you please allow me to ask one question?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about the fasting. So I wanted to know, some devotees do Nirjala Ekadashi, some devotees don't fast. They don't consume the grains, I mean, and some devotees eat only fruits. What exactly it affects? How does it affects? Is my question.
Okay. Ekadasi, Prabhupada said best is Nirjala. Prabhupada said best is Nirjala. And it's still not possible, then fruit, one should take fruits. But no food grain. At any time, no food grain. That is the principle. Now, Ekadasi is meant for Madhav, Tithi, Bhakti, Janani. So this is to empower our strength in Bhakti. We need some strength to practice Bhakti. So when we chant on Ekadasi, one round, that may become 100 round, 1000 rounds. So like somebody is investing money somewhere and then it increases immediately to great extent. So then that is like Ekadasi. So Ekadasi is the day when we do our normal devotional service, that becomes very more. It is understood that we have performed many rounds at one day only. So then that is good. So therefore devotees take advantage of it, that they reduce their material needs as far as possible, and then they take to devotional process exclusively, and they advance in that way. So that is the whole Ekadasi process. Now we can have certain desires for progress of ourselves or others. So we can also on their basis, we can chant and we can offer those credits, like Amrish Maharaj said to Sudarshan Chakra that whatever, if I have done some devotional service, please forgive this Durvasa Muni. So this is a way to hand over the credits. Like when we do Tarpana for our Pitra, so we offer our religious activity or devotional activities to them so that they get free from their sinful actions. So like that we can do that. So Ekadasi means that. Now if you are not able to fast, then better to eat something non-grain item. If not fruit, then some juice, some other items should be there. At the same time, the strictness in Ekadasi is again, it can only be Ekadasi means more chanting. But Prabhupada also say if somebody is preaching, he can preach. Means doing any devotional activity with a full consciousness, full engagement. It's good. But if nothing is there, one should surely chant, one should fast. After fasting, what happens? By fasting, one's senses get controlled. If you are eating every day, then this engine is never stopping. Every day it's a feeling. So Ekadasi is also having some material benefit. Our fat reduces. Prabhupada mentions actually. We also get some balance because every month 2 Ekadasi means we are fasting for 2 Ekadasi. So we get some relaxation in the stomach. Okay, okay. Now today is fasting. At the same time, we get sense control because we should get some installments we should have in our when we want to control our senses in front of Maya. What practice have you done to control senses? We have followed Ekadasis. So then that will give us stamina. That will give us stamina to whenever some great temptation comes, we can stop. So these small things are helpful in our life. Ekadasi especially. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that on Ekadasi, every Ekadasi we should make a chart how much I progress till this Ekadasi. Now, what is my progress till next Ekadasi? So he was saying that we should make a go back in our life. What I made progress in 15 days before, what I did. Now, what I should do now. And then next Ekadasi. Okay?
So Prabhuji, what you will recommend if I ask you, say, what if one is supposed to chant or one is supposed to fast vigorously? What you will recommend or what advice you will give?
See,
To
first thing.
chant,
Okay.
or second is to chant and do services, or to do fasting and services, or
Devotional
some chanting
services.
will happen only, because we are
Yeah,
committed to chant.
see, devotional service is most important for us. Okay. So fasting means we can eat non-grain items and we can serve. Now the service also, if we are, what is the highest service we can do that day? Then we can chant more rounds. But again, we're feeling tired of chanting, then we can serve. We can read something, we can hear something. So
No,
try.
Prabhuji, I'm asking one, what is better, Nirjala or doing extra japa?
Better is extra jap. Very important. Better is extra jap. Very important. Why? Because this nirjala, concept of nirjala, it does not remain for longer. Because ultimately persons think nirjala is done, ekadasi is done. This consciousness goes inside. Nirjala means ekadasi done. After some time it happens like that. Then mala does not, only 16 mala and I will be engaged in my other work. I'm already nirjala, I'm doing ekadasi. No, we're not doing ekadasi. We're doing something else. So this nirjala concept, actually, we have to understand in proper way that if I'm able to chant extra rounds and I'm eating something, that is better actually. That is better. Rather than simply fasting and then crying, I'm not able to do some devotional service and then going here and there just because I have to be nirjala. Yeah, on Janmashtami day, Gaur Purnima day, these are the long fasting days. So Narsim Chaturdasi. So those special days we should try to do if our health permits. That is best. But on regular Ekadasi day, main function is bhakti. Even I was also earlier doing nirjala. I did it for 2.5, 3 years. Then later I saw that I'm not chanting actually extra rounds. I'm just on the name on the for the sake of Nirjala. Only I'm Nirjala. And no chanting. Nirjala only. So that tendency comes. So then I said, go hell with the Nirjala. I first focus on my chanting. I will eat something and do those things. So do not go in terms of, sometimes we think Nirjala karenge, but it does not go for long days. Again, we become, because we're not very advanced. No? When we're advanced in chanting, hearing other things, then you need to avoid eating and sleeping. Then you can do that. You see that one day Ekadasi, next day we are like voracious eater. If we are in Nirjala, then next day we eat like anything. So what does it mean? We have not developed that. So better be humble, understand, okay, I will fast. Okay, one thing one can do, I will fast till 12 o'clock, not drink anything, or 1 o'clock. Keep those milestones, or 2 o'clock, or 5 o'clock, at least, so that will be moderated. When you keep full day fasting, then what happens? You cannot chant also, or chanting भी कभी-कभी नहीं होता है, और कभी-कभी, or just Nirjala remains in mind. I am Nirjala, I am Nirjala, I am Nirjala. I cannot do any service because I am Nirjala. I cannot chant because I am Nirjala. That thought process has to be taken out. Keep minimum 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock fasting, whatever you can do it. And then you eat something and then chant Holy Name. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. The moderation is better option. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nothing extreme will work, understood that.
Okay, so many questions. I'm very happy to hear.
Thank you so
And
much, Prabhu. Yes, of course, we all also got very nice insights through this class. Thank you so much for your wonderful time and association, and very much helpful with your answers to all the questions. And thank you all the devotees for asking so much wonderful questions also. And yes, so Prabhuji, with your permission, we can end the session here. And dear
Yeah.
devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatarubhasya
Vanchakalpatarubhasya
kripasindhuvaya
kripasindhuvaya
patitanam
patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
namaha.
namo anantakoti vaishnavendra ki jai
Srila
Jagadguru
Prabhupada
Srila Prabhupada ki jai
Is
Granthrat Srimad
Arjun
Bhagavatam ki
Ishwar
jai
Prabhuji ki
Arjun Ishwar Das Prabhuji ki jai
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Nitai
Krishna.
Gaur
Jai Shri
Pramanande
Radhe.
Hari Hari
Hare
Bol
Krishna.
devotees. Thank you, Prabhuji, for coming on
Hare
the call
Krishna
once
Hare
again. So, dear
Krishna.
devotees, let's end the session here and we all can meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna. I'll share it.